So, Girls Und Panzer, episode 7. It was, I don't know, it was alright. It was a pretty good episode. Picking up where they last left off, we finally got to meet the grandma of Best Girl because, well, last time we found out that she tripped or fell or something, and I guess she lost consciousness, but now she regained consciousness or whatever. So the team was like, oh, hey, let's go meet her and see how she's doing. And they hear a lot of yelling because it turns out the grandma is really, I guess, short-tempered or whatever. She's completely opposite of the Maho or Best Girl chick because, I don't know, well, you can see, because she's like, oh, thank you. And the other girl's like, I fucking hate you, blah, 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 blah. Like, her grandma snaps. But anyway, after that, the grandma kind of tells her, like, oh, like, tells Miho, like, thanks for looking out for my girl, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So later, it's like, okay, well, this is obviously going to start leading to, like, some emotional history of characters, so whatever. So they explain her history that, I guess, her mom and dad died when she was in elementary, and I guess she got into a fight with her mom before the mom died, so she kind of feels bad about that, so yeah. So later on, they go back to the school. They've been doing training. The school's now aware of them, like, oh, hey, the Tank Girls, and they had a victory because they put banners and shit like that. Anyway, later we get to find out Miho's history, that, like, apparently she was in another team, and she, like, I guess the tanks in front of her freaking got shot, and they fell off the ridge into, like, the water or some crap, and she was like, oh my god, my team doesn't know how to swim, and then just, like, jumps in and then goes to save them. And I guess her tank, or her team of tanks, were just like, oh, hey, Commander jumped into the ocean. I guess being the flag tank, we'll just stand still. So then the other tank's like, no, 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 and tries to take the hit, but flag tank gets hit, so they lose. So that's that. So that explains her history, because I was curious why the fuck they always show this tank fucking sinking in water or whatever, but whatever. So then I guess all the teams train, all the teams hang out, and then after that they swamp Miho with, like, questions like, how the fuck do you make a turn like this? How can we increase our, like, reload speed? Like, do it quicker. How the fuck do you fucking make the turrets turn quicker? My boyfriend left me. Oh no, how are we gonna do this? How can I get a guy to like me? No one wants to talk to me now, blah blah blah, and whatever. So the other girls end up helping her. So brown-haired tank girl, she's all like, I'll help out with anything about mechanical shit, or, like, shooting the guns and crap and tank info. And Best Girl is like, I'll help with driving, bitches. And then fucking Flower Girl is like, I'll do paperwork. And Orange Hair Girl is like, I will be the leader of love, and just goes and helps them and shit. So they all do their stuff. Tank Girl is pretty cool because now she's, like, helping Best Team. She's discussing with them, so a new friendship might be born. Who knows? She might go up on the list, but whatever. So Driver Girl helps Volleyball Team, teaches them, like, school some bitches on driving, tells them, like, read the fucking manual, bitch. Flower Girl helps out with some paperwork, all that crap. Orange Hair Girl now commands the Lolly Team, because the Lolly Team is, like, amazed by her, and they're like, oh my god, you know so much of love, you're such a great person. How many guys have you been with? And that kind of, like, kills her mood, but whatever. So anyway, after that, they start talking about this other team that they have to beat, Anzio Team or whatever, which I didn't even know existed for a bit until I realized, like, look at a fucking map, but whatever, because it's in Rome, I think, or Italy, or whatever. Anyway, so, yeah, and they're, like, a weird-looking team, whatever. Anyway, they continue on, they say, oh, there's actually other tanks on the list, like, we probably still have some other tanks here, so they're like, alright, well, how about we search for them? So they split into search parties. Volleyball Team is with Miho and Best Girl, and they're like, you know what, let's search these abandoned buildings, and we'll probably find it, whatever. Best Team is fucking just hanging out with Tank Fanatic Girl, and they're using methods beyond our comprehension, obviously, because we cannot understand their glory, but they're sure to succeed just because of that. Anyway, then there's Lolly Team. They're going with their grand leader of love, Orange Hair Girl, and I guess they're going deeper into the tank, and they finally explain, because one of them just blurts out, like, why are we on this boat? And then they explain, alright, well, something about, they wanted to give them a feeling of independence and, like, of being cosmopolitan or some shit, which I don't really get, but whatever. So Miho's team, they find, like, a tank turret with some clothing drying on it, and it's like, okay, that's kind of weird, but whatever. I thought it was the whole tank there, but apparently it's just the turret. Later, Best Team, obviously successful in their endeavor, found another tank in a riverbed or some crap like that, so they dealt with that. And eventually, everyone finds out Lolly Team is lost. They're lost deep within the ship. So now they have to send a search party to go find them. So they gear up. They go to find them. They're going underground. Well, not underground. They're going. I don't even know what the fuck. They're going deeper into the boat underground from the dirt, but into the ship. Whatever. Anyway, so they continue on. Now we find out that Best Girl is afraid of ghosts, and Flower Girl doesn't give a shit about ghosts. So she's like, "Come on, kids, let's go," and whatever. So eventually they go around. Fucking Lolly Team is all tripping out, like, "We don't want to be here. We're scared." Except for High Girl, because she's like also in her own realm of thought or whatever. But eventually they get found. They get found again because Best Team uses, I guess, their glorious methods and calls Tank Girl and tell her, like, head to the west, fortune lies there or whatever. So they go there and eventually they find Lolly Team, and Lolly Team's all happy and like, yay! And turns out there's another tank in there. So they're probably going to use that too. So eventually they're like, alright, well, we're going to kick ass. So they're like, what better way to celebrate than sexy pool party? So they all hang out in the spa thing or whatever, and yeah. And they're eventually like, whose ass we gonna kick? Anzio's! And then I thought there was gonna be like next episode, the battle. But no, just boom. And like, Anzio Team lost. GG. That's it. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much the end of the episode. Next episode I think is Russian Team or whatever. But yeah. So if you like the video, like it, want more, subscribe. And yeah, thanks for watching. Later.